A very good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much for your consistency and your greatest support. Actually, this channel cannot grow and it cannot be where it is if it's not for your support. So I have to thank you for that. There is something that I want to talk about here. Actually, I've been trying to think. Listening to the leaders of our Republic of Kenya speaking publicly, the way they utter words, what they say, how they reason, and I've come to conclude, or I've come into a conclusion. I don't know how you'll judge it at the end of this video after watching this video, but for me, I've realized that these politicians, they don't have anything constructive to tell us. Imagine a whole CS is calling a press briefing. And then calling a press briefing is saying that if so-and-so fails to record a statement because of his sentiments outside the country, then once he lands to Kenya, he's going to be taken to a mental health facility to check whether he's right or is mentally okay.
If, and I insist, if the former deputy president has any information that is worth consideration, not just by local, even international institutions. If he has that information, he must record it with the DCI as soon as he arrives the country so that we can take him seriously. Until then, we will just consider it a part of his continuous comedy and caricature that he has become in everything he says out there. You know, a person who poses for a photo, for every step he passes through the airport, is looking for the airport police to take a picture with. And that is a big thing. He's going to show us that, he met airport police officers when he went to the US. That is a joke. It's a total joke. Or somebody who goes to amusement park in a technology company, then starts saying, I had an engagement in an amusement park as a tourist. How many of us have gone to amusement parks as tourists when we travel out there? And then you start saying, this is what, and so forth. The only thing you can go and write when you get a small opportunity to visit Facebook as a tourist is political slogans. I mean, we have a problem. And I think if the former deputy president is not going to record a statement about what he said about Al-Shabaab and the country, then the right thing for him is we check him in a mental institution for mental assessment, because his level of contradictions can only be that he either is a pathological liar or is a mental case that needs treatment. And Constitution of Kenya insists that for people to hold public office, they must be of sound mind, which is at the moment extremely questionable. And I guess that it comes with the stress of losing such a high office. And there's nothing wrong for him being treated for mental health, because mental health is also part of areas that we in the security sector would like to ensure that our people are operating in our well-being. And there are many of these cases in the political circles that are untreated. And as a result, they cause greater havoc and harm in the country. And I think that it's no longer a joke. Who the former deputy president is at the moment is no longer a joke. Most of you share TikTok posts of his messages and so forth. You are actually the ones who are encouraging a person who is unwell to continue saying more things that are going to hurt our country. And I think those who are around him should help him get medical treatment, because then there are continuous conversations. Somebody out there may think that he's a serious person when he's not.
So that is Kipchumba Murkomen. Murkomen is trying to say that if at all Rigathi Gachagua will fail to record a statement, which automatically Murkomen, Rigathi Gachagua said that he's not going to record a statement. So in short, they're trying to say that if he comes in the country, he's going to be taken straight away to a mental checkup. Are you seeing this reasoning? Now, I have a question to ask. This Murkomen coming to explain to us some of the things, sometimes you wonder. Rigathi Gachagua talked about the relationship between the Kenyan government and Al-Shabaab. Who remembered what happened? Was it in Wajir Mandera? What happened whereby 5 chiefs were abducted? And then after 5 days, Murkomen came and said that they negotiated. They had a negotiation with the Al-Shabaab, and they released the chiefs without harming them.
Mimi nataka niwaambie hivi, usalama ni kitu ya muhimu sana. Usalama wa taifa letu la Kenya ni ya muhimu sana. Tunapigana na wahuni na wakora na wahalifu pamoja na magaidi. Na kwa sababu hawa magaidi tumewalemea jana, kwa sababu ya kutaka kulete hali ya hofu sehemu hii, ati walienda wakashika machifu wetu. I want to promise the people of Mandera, hawa machifu lazima warudi nyumbani, na hawa wakora na wagaidi na wahuni tutabambana na wao. Nimekuja na Deputy Inspector General wa polisi yuko hapa, Bwana Masengeli, na nimemwambia Bwana Masengeli yuko area hapa. Bwana Masengeli nishamueleza ya kwamba juu chini, kulia kushoto, mbele na nyuma, east or west, mpaka mambo haya yatatuliwe, kwa sababu we have significantly downgraded the ability of the Al-Shabaab to unleash violence to the people of northern Kenya, and we will not stop at anything until we make sure northern Kenya is safe like any other part of the Republic of Kenya. Walikuwa wanafikiria ya kwamba wakifanya hiyo maneno walifanya jana, ati ndio nisikuje hapa. Mimi sio ati nimekuja Mandera, nimekuja na Mandera na mimi nalala Mandera. Na ikizidi naweza kulala tena, kwa sababu hapa ni Kenya. And I must make it absolutely clear that every part of Kenya is important, and we are not going to cede an inch of our country to criminals and those who want to unleash mayhem in our republic. We will go after them, we will deal with them, and we will eliminate them. Tumekubaliana jameni?
On the question of our chiefs who are abducted, again, negotiations are ongoing. The good news is that the contact is there. There are interlocutors that are working on it, and we believe that eventually the situation will be sorted. I do not wish to say more than that because of the security situation, and it's important to keep it as it is, because what is primary for the Republic of Kenya is the safety of our chiefs across that border.
You know, these politicians, wanatuangalia watu, they look at us and they see that the Kenyans are very stupid, cannot reason. Kenya have got no people that can reason. How do you negotiating with Al-Shabaab? These guys, do they even know how negotiating with Al-Shabaab is? You can't negotiate. Can you negotiate with a terrorist? Since when did you hear that you can? Okay, if they negotiated with the terrorist, then what was the negotiation about? Who was sent to go and negotiate with the terrorist? How did they come into conclusion? And then the five chiefs were released without being harmed.
William Ruto, you need to know, the Americans want to know why you are working with Al-Shabaab. Why, when you are in Mandera, you met 3 leaders of the Al-Shabaab militia at night to discuss business with them. They want to know why.
Right now, if Rigathi Gachagua is speaking, Rigathi Gachagua is mentally ill, is not okay, is going to be arrested, he must record a statement at DCI, all those sorts of things. Can we leave? Do we have can we just have a country where things just work without being forced? Where politicians don't just say nonsense. They come, they tell us what needs to be said, they tell us the reasoning things. Do we have? Can we reach that point?
We are not saying two-term as empty sloganeering. We are saying two-term to advance our development program that we embarked on 3 years ago to ensure that the children of Kenya can access their education in a way that is affordable. That is why within 2 years we have been able to employ 76,000 teachers to teach our children. Mimi nawasikiza. Nyinyi huwa mnasikiza hii watu tunashindana na wao. Sisi tumesema hatutashindana na nyinyi kwa matusi. Hatutashindana na nyinyi kutusi Susan Kehika ama kutusi bwana yake. Bwana ni wake. Si ni wake? Biashara ni zake, si ndio? Susan Kehika tunataka tumuulize hii tame yako Susan Kehika kama governor wa Nakuru. Utahakikisha watu wa Nakuru wanaishi kwa amani, wanapata maendeleo, wanapata fertilizer ya kuzalisha chakula yao, watoto wanasoma, hospitali zinajengwa. Sio ndio mambo muhimu? Mimi nikisikiza wenzetu wanatuambia one term, ati Ruto akienda tutajua what to do with education. You cannot take Kenyans for a ride. Kenyans are not foolish. Kenyans want bankable development ideas. Ideas that will move them forward. Sisi tukichukua hatamu ya uongozi, nasikia wakisema ati pesa imetolewa kwa masomo, ati ndio imeletwa kwa empowerment. Shame on you when you are lying to Kenyans. Mimi nimekuja niwaambie ukweli. Elimu hiyo wanasema imetolewa pesa. Watoto wetu wa university, Higher Education Loans Board imekuwa ikipata bilioni 30. This year tumesongesha from 36 billion to 41 billion. Tumeongeza university students bilioni 5 wapate loans. Ile funding model ya university ambayo tulianzisha 2 years ago. Nyinyi ni mashahidi wangu. Si Egerton University iko hapa kwenyu? Egerton ndiko kuera kuweka kana tiko kuwa. Si Egerton ilikuwa inakufa? Si ilikuwa inafungwa? Watu wa kazi hawakuwa wanalipwa. Walimu wa university hawalipwi. Watoto hawasomi. Leo, courtesy of the new funding program, University ya Egerton, Moi University, Nairobi University, KU, JKUAT, Rongo University, hizo university sasa zimeweza kujisimamisha. Na ndio mnaona mazao yake. Jana karo za shule za university za watoto yetu zimepunguzwa kati ya 40% na 15% kulingana na ile course mtoto anasoma. Na sio karo peke yake imepunguzwa. Nimewaambia HELB, ile loan wanapewa watoto wasome, tumewaongezea bilioni 5 mwaka huu. Miaka 3 ilipita, 2018 to 2021, 2022, pesa ambayo iliwekwa kwa idara ya elimu ilikuwa trilioni 1.4 trillion. Miaka hii mitatu, 2022, 2023, 23, 24, 25, we have invested 2.1 trillion shillings kwa elimu ya watoto wetu. Wale walimu tumeajiri 76,000 this year. Tumeweka pesa, tutaajiri walimu wengine 24,000, tufikishe walimu 1,100. Walimu 1,100 is 25% of the population of all the teachers employed in Kenya for the last 62 years since we gained independence. Sasa wengine wanaambia ati kwanza wacha tuseme one term. Hatuna mpango ya kazi. Tunawaambia one term, ati Ruto akiondoka tutakuja tupange elimu. Sisi tunawaambia ni 2 term sababu tuko na mpango ambao tunaendesha.